Hey guys, it's Gus, and there is a lot going on in the game right now. We just got demo back. We got the Temple of the Spiders that's still going hot and heavy. We got the Winter Festival. We got free gifts. A lot going on. So I'm going to try to cover, I think I have 13 topics written down, and I'm going to try to cover them real quick. The first one is the most important because this is today only. Go to your home screen and go down to Claim Valuables. Go over to Claim and scroll down to 50 reroll token pack. Now you want to do this on your main character because once you claim this, if you claim it on alt, you won't be able to use it on your main character. So get this, and that's good stuff. I don't know if this goes to your pack or straight to riches. Let's see. I think 4 or 5. Okay, so I went from 5 to 55. So that's awesome. Those are 10K each. That's 500K value. And to me, they are worth 10K each because I use them like crazy. So that's saving me 500K. And there's going to be a bunch of free stuff over the next, I think, 2 weeks or so. So don't forget that one. Point number two is this is PS4. I don't know about Xbox and I don't know about PC. But our Zen exchange, look at 29,876. It's slowly going down. Now, hopefully, I don't jinx us, but it's slowly ticking down. You can't complain. The wait time is less than 90 days now. So if you do the max 25K Zen order, you get a 100K Zen in under a year. Hopefully, it keeps going down like that because the I think it's healthy for the game to have a low backlog because newer players that want to be free to play can get perks like VIP benefits and character unlocks without spending money because they can use it as Zen exchange. So and that will hopefully keep the player base active. We'll see, but that's going down. Hopefully they keep doing stuff to make that work. Good job. Um, the next thing is we have two new dungeons that came out. I think last week or the week before. So we're gonna go to. Oh, I'm in with Q right now. So we got the normal Demogorgon and the Master Demogorgon. Now there's a big difference between the two. This one's 60K item level minimum, and it's not scaled. The previous demo was scaled. Um, I'm 50-50 on this. The previous Demogorgon was nice. It was a lot more casual. You could invite 10, basically any 10 players in there and get it done. It's much more difficult now, and it takes longer. The previous one was we were doing it under 4 minutes. Uh, I showed that in a stream. We did 32 of them in 3 hours, and I mean, it it was such a nice farm. Now it's not a nice farm anymore. It's pretty painful. Fails are still very common. Uh, we did do a run yesterday in around 5:45. But I don't think that will be typical because that team was very good and that took multiple attempts. There's a lot of bugs in this dungeon too. I don't think I'm gonna farm this. I know other people have had better luck. I've done 18 of these. I have not gotten any of the demo pieces at all. So I've lost like almost a million AD doing this dungeon. Uh, who wants to run dungeons and lose AD? I'm not a fan of it right now. Now the normal one I'm going to come back to in a second. This right here might be one of the best kept secrets in the game, and I'll tell you why in just a little bit. Uh, the next topic is anybody who's followed me in this game knows that I've submitted a lot of help desk tickets, and I've submitted 44, and I was 0 for 43. I am now 1 for 44. They actually helped me. The help desk actually helped. And so what happened was about a year, maybe 2 years ago, there was a Groupies promotion where if you donated $10 to the Groupies Foundation, they gave you some prizes, and one of them was the Dragonborn race pack. And in it, you got the Dragon Horde bag, which was a 30 slot bag that you can claim on all your tunes. So that's 1,800 bag spaces for me. It was a great deal. $10 plus a reroll token. Shit. Uh, well, with the Christmas sale, everything in the PSN store that's separate from the Zen Market, you have to pay cash for there, was 50% off. So the Dragonborn pack went from 60 down to 30. And then I used the 20% off gift card to pay $24 for it. And I'm like, $24? And it came with a character unlock, and it came with a race reroll, and it came with a 30 slot bag. Well, the problem is I bought it, and that 30 slot bag was the same bag as the bag from the Groupon, the Groupies charity. So it was completely worthless. And I'm like, hey, help desk, I just spent 24 bucks and I didn't get anything for it. I basically paid for nothing. Can you either give me a 30 slot bag on all my tunes, a 30 slot bag, or 60 30 slot bags I can slot for each tune, in something to fix this problem, or give me a refund? And they kept telling me, no, I was wrong. I'm like, what do you mean I'm wrong? And I'm wrong for trusting you guys. But after 8 emails later, they go, oh, yes, you're right. We've refunded your account 6,000 Zen. So they did. It went back into my Zen. I don't. I'd rather have the $24 to be honest, because I don't need the Zen. But I'll take that as a win because it's better than nothing. They've never helped me at all. And this is a partial win. So I'll take that as I won't be concern myself 0 for 44. I'll concern myself over 1 for 44. So thank you. Um, my first ticket I submitted, I looked, was September 5th, 2017. So 5 years and 3 months ago, I submitted my first trouble ticket. So for the last 5 years, they have never helped me. Uh, thank God. Uh, so this winter festival, right? I don't know why people are fishing. Well, I do know why, but it's extremely unrewarding. It's really chillax though, but there's a lot of questions on how to fish, and I'm gonna walk you through this. There's two big things. The first thing is people go, "How do I fish?" Okay, so here's what you do. You go to your you go to your useful items, and you go to your fishing rod, and you equip to potion tray. Now, when you have in your potion tray, you go down your potion kit and you press, for me, it's the right arrow. So you press the right arrow. Then you got to set your bait with R1. And now that your bait's set, you can press R2. And when you get a fish bite, you're going to press L2. You'll know, there you go, L2. Now you're going to press square, triangle, or circle, whichever is corresponding to those glowing arrows below. And then when you get the bar all the way full, you press the up arrow and you get a fish. Big deal, because you take that fish and you go to this guy, one of them, there's three of them, and you fill this barrel and you get like one Cimarron light. Big deal. I got hundreds of thousands of Cimarron lights last. I tossed so many of them. So that's how to fish. Now the second topic is you don't want to be using the normal fishing pole. You want to get the ash fishing rod. It reels in 50% faster. Well, the problem is people crapped in it, and it won't let them craft it because it says their inventory is full. Here's the workaround. You got to have, not your inventory has to be empty. You have to have an empty tool belt slot. So now that you have an empty tool belt spot, you can craft it. But I can't craft it because I already have it crafted. So that's the workaround on how to do that. The reason why people are fishing is because you go to miscellaneous and you type in fish and you do buyout, and look at, you get these right here. They're unbound vanity pets, and there's four of them. There's the red one, and there's the green one, and there's the purple one. Where are you? There, the blue one. That's purple, and then there's the gold one. I've gotten all of them except the gold one. I'm not gonna get the gold one because I don't think I'm gonna fish anymore. But they're down to 500K. The first day they were almost. I know people who sold them for 2 million. But still, 500K, you can get these, and people will buy them. These have recently been listed, so they are selling. Uh, I did bid on this one. Somebody overbid me, so I don't know if I'll go on it. Mm, I'm not big into vanity pets. We only have so much spots for vanity pets, and mine's full, so I have to just keep deleting them. They take up. No, I did delete a bunch, but there's not enough room for all the vanity pets in the game. So, yeah, some people like them. Uh, but those are unbound, so you can fish for those, and you can sell them for AD. And then also in this event, you can get what are they? The Sabuki rigs. So we're gonna type in rig, and these are 1200. Day one, these were 40k each. They last for 20 minutes, so you just use it like a normal consumable, and then you'll get this buff icon right here that will have the Sabuki in there, and it will tell you the timer on it. And when you get a candlefish, it will increase it by instead of getting one, you'll get six. And it's not bad if you're gonna fish. Might as well get the most out of it, right? Mm, another thing, the next topic is the baby displacer, and this companion is actually going up. It was down to 40k day one, and it keeps going up. Uh, the thing is, this is only 3,000 lights. If you're doing gifts on all your tunes, you're gonna have hundreds of thousands of these. You'll be able to buy so many of these. Um, I don't recommend buying it. If you are gonna buy it, don't buy it yet. Wait till the end of the event. The market's gonna probably be flooded with them. I would consider buying them and reselling them, but I don't. I'm not going to, and I usually do. The reason being is it's an augment, and in the current state of the game, augments are amazing. They're actually, I would say, overpowered. You get so much out of these augment companions than you do striking companions. But when you get to very, very, very end game and you have everything, you hit a brick wall with these. Your ceiling is capped. So when you get to very, very, very end game, then you're gonna go striker companion. It's super expensive. It's super grindy, but augments are not best of slot at very end game. Uh, but the majority of players, augments are best in slot. They're super cheap. They're super easy to build, and you can get end game very quick with these. Almost too quick, but that's okay. Everybody wants to be end game, me included. The augments are just really overpowered. You get so much out of so little, and these are pretty okay. I don't like this one preferably. I don't think this is the best augment for DPS. The reason being is accuracy. It gives accuracy, and uh, if unless you're running MTOS, the best boots in the game arguably are these boots that you get from Seals. And I know this is different for every class. For HRs, we get accuracy, and we get 10,000 accuracy when you're in a group. So I go from 68k accuracy to 78k accuracy. It's really good. Um, so accuracy is not really a thing that we need for most classes because it's so prevalent. Well, I would argue that uh, when you're using an augment, you're going to hit a point where every one of your offensive ratings are just overcapped. With most augments, there's not enough room to use all these stats. They're great for leveling, great to getting to end game, but this augment's okay. I still think um, you're going to get more out of this companion that's super cheap, 13k, and this one gives combat advantage, forte, and crit severity. So you're going to get four offensive stats out of this one and some defensive stats. The festive tiger is it's way cheaper, and I think it's a better companion. Uh, I, I know everybody had different opinions, but look how cheap this is. I mean, geez. But you do you. Every build's different. So a lot of people over the last few years have seen me make a ton of Astro Diamonds off of Astro Lockboxes, and I'm going to show you why. It looks good when I make a video, but it's such a grind to sell these things. So these right here are being sold for 670 for 10 of them, so 67k each. After auction house fees, you're going to make 300 diamonds total for each one you sell. Spending 60,000 AD to make 300 AD, A, it's very time consuming. You're making more off of black pearls you pick off the ground. So, and look at, I'm showing you how many listings there are. Look at, this is why buying and selling is so risky. Now these ones, now we get to the 187th listing, and they're at 690. Will you subtract the 69,000 auction house fee? And you're left with 69, 21,000, which means 2,180 profit per. So you have to spend 60K to make 2,100K. And that's assuming you have VIP that removes the auction house fee or the posting fees. These Aster lockboxes are very hard to buy and flip. So you should only do it if you have the extra funds and you have the stomach to do it. Here, let me get this PM real quick. Uh, soon. 15, 10 minutes. I got minutes. I'm free. I'm free. Sorry, guys. I don't like ignoring people. Uh, the next topic I have, this goes hand in hand. This is amazing. This is going to be the farm I'm going to do. So when you go to calendar and you go to upcoming events, look what we got coming in December 29th, 4 days after Christmas. Leaps and bounds. Okay. Calendar. If you go to calendar and you go to leaps and bounds, this is where the stuff supposedly is an increased drop rate. Uh, I might be farming master demo or maybe even normal demo. And I talked about normal demo earlier. It's a 2 minute farm. It is such an easy. It is the master of the hunt is maybe 5 seconds faster than this. The problem with the master of the hunt is you have to use skeleton keys, which you can only get 5 a day, and these you can use the demonic keys, which you can get unlimited amount. And what's cool is you get these increased elemental strands. These drop from every single time you do a demo. You're going to get one of these right here. And when you open it during the event, you get double. And I didn't realize these had value until I realized some of them you can exchange for guild marks. Actually, I think it's the only one that drops in there. That Oh man, the one you can exchange. Wait, I gotta double check that. I believe there's one you can exchange for guild marks. I don't know if it's one of these or if it's the one not listed in there. But you're still getting more bang for your buck. And let me show you this. When you go to your Wonders Bazaar, you go over here, and you can only buy 5 of these a day. I'm going to show you. Two, three, 4, 5, and then it's grayed out. You can't buy anymore. All right, I'm mashing X, and you can see it's grayed out in the bottom. But watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know if there's a limit. I think it's limitless, so you can buy as many of these as you want. So it's a 2 minute farm. And I believe it's going to be a higher drop rates, better drop rates than you're going to see from Master of the Hunt. Like you're probably going to see teal diamonds possibly, and you're possibly see more greater shards and unbind tokens coming from there. So I think it's going to be a much better farm than Master of the Hunt. Uh, but you do you. Master demo, I don't know. It's costing me way too much for getting nothing out of it. Mm, the other topic is watch this. So sorbets, right? They're down to like 40K a stack, maybe even less. Yeah, 4,000 each. And the reason being, oh shit, these are 400 each. Should I get them? Yeah, 400 AD each. And I think that's because of a lot of teams are using the tame velociraptor, so power isn't something most teams are striving for. So those have gone down, but look what's skyrocketing. And if anybody watched my video this summer, they saw I got 25,000 squash shoops, 250 stacks of these, right? And when I did the video, I think these were only at like 130K a stack. So They're almost 300k a stack. At 300k a stack, those squash shoots I got have a value of 75 million AD. And I think, sorry, I think they're only going to sorry, I think they're only going to continue to keep going up. People are using these like candy in Master Temple to Spider and Master Demo. It's just too much damage not to have in the group. The new Temple to Spider is it's not as hard as we thought it was until you get to the last boss. That last boss, not only do you have to do mechanics, but the firepower you need to beat it is much higher than what people are used to. I get a very blessed. I get a lot of invites to the last boss. That's how I'm getting most of my completes. Um, mm, but these squash shoops, well, I got off a tangent. These squash shoops are probably going to only keep going up because there's only a finite amount in the economy, and we got a new dungeon coming out in March supposedly with the new mod if it comes out in March. So I don't know if it's a good time to sell or hold. I don't know. I'm just happy with this price right now because this is great. It makes that huge farm I did during the summer festival more worth it. Um, I mentioned Master Demo. I'm 0 for 18. Jesus. Um, random queues. I've said random queues are the worst thing in the game. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. Public random queues are the worst thing in the game. Jeez. If you public a random queue because you don't want to host and you want to have it easy, you're setting yourself up for pain. You're playing the lottery. You might have a super easy run. Chances are though you're going to have a super painful, long, expensive run that you might complete. And it's worse for tanks and healers. I know tanks and healers that they will not do it. They don't want to do it. They refuse because you can be the best tank or healer in the game, and you cannot get yourself through those dungeons. Now, the best if you're high end DPS, you can basically carry the team. But the tank and healer, the objective of every dungeon and trial is to kill stuff, and the tanks and healers just don't have the firepower to do it. Uh, the best thing to do, how I do it, never ever has I don't recall ever failing a single time, is just host it. You ask in PE or you ask in your alliance or both, and you just host it and you fill it. And they always are successful. I did have an instance like 3 weeks ago. We did wipe on Tiamat the RTQ. Uh, I was new to it. It was like my second time in there, and it put the two tanks and two healers all on the same side, and I didn't realize that. So we wiped, and I went over to the tank and healer side, and it was a breeze. Um, mm, Public random queuing is DPS are waiting forever to get in there, and they wait forever. And once they get in there, they're spending forever to fail. I just don't get why anybody does it. It's not the way to play this game. Unfortunately, it's easy because you don't have to do anything except to wait. But the problem is your success rate or the length of time you're going to spend there is just it's you're not getting enough out of it. And then the last thing I have is when you go to the last thing I have is the battle pass. Okay. So I don't do random queues. When you get to end game, you just get rough AD. You don't need rough AD. You just get it. But I did it because I was like, I'm gonna get these rewards. There's two keys. This is the big one. This is 200k worth of reroll tokens, and 300k worth of. So I got 500k plus this, but so like 700k worth of stuff. For 2 weeks of RTQs. Oh, it was so painful. But when you go down to the next one, look at this is 120k, 140k, 150k, maybe 200k worth of stuff. So I'm getting a third less value doing the next one. Uh, it's not worth it. I don't think. If I get it, I get it. I'm not going to waste any energy whatsoever doing this. Uh, but this one I'll definitely do because it gets a cohort and you can always use that. You get some comp amount upgrade tokens. Uh, And this is the first time I didn't buy the premium battle pass because these bottom rows, this has been covered by everybody. It's just pure filth. There's no way you those equal what you're paying for it. You'll get much, you'll get much more spend your Zen somewhere else. Uh, that's all I got. Please comment below if you have any insights as well. Stay classy, Neverwinter. See you soon.